Hello everybody. Good morning. It's Friday. Yay. Um I'm going to do a First of all, let me apologize for yesterday. I didn't upload a video. My allergies have been so bad, and I went and bought some good allergy medicine, and I don't take medication very often, and it just wiped me out. So I just ended up spending most of the day asleep, taking naps or whatever, but it's working. I mean, so I'm going to do the template library. I have we are on number 11, which is the roll box. Now, here's the thing with this roll box is it's 4 of these, and I don't edit. I don't make stuff or anything like that. So what I'm going to do today is just do one box and show you how to do it with just one box. And I have like this, I would almost call it goldenrod kind of color paper. But, yeah, so I'm going to do one. And here's the thing, and I'll point this out to you. If it doesn't take too long to do one, I may come back and do another video that's going to be, of course, longer. Maybe pre-making some of these. But here's the difference. There's an optional flap to make it into a box roll. So to just do one, I'm not doing the flap. So if I come back and do the other ones, I would pre-make the boxes, 3 of them, make one more, and then we would put them all together. But for this first video, I'm just going to do the one box. And it's going to be pretty small. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it on the paper. Yeah, I'll probably do it this way. And then I'm going to do something else different today. So I'm just going to do the one box. But the other thing, and there is not really directions. It shows you how to do the one box, but it shows you to do the whole roll. Because it says roll up gift box, right? Roll up gift box. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh no. I'm gonna use the Delightful Daisy paper that I got. I haven't used anything from this set yet. I haven't done a video on it yet. But I just thought we would go ahead and use this paper. And I think that color will look alright. Okay. So, I don't know where my embossing tool is. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm going to do this a little bit different. And I'm going to use, of course I didn't grab it yet, a paper trimmer to cut it what I can. So I'm going to use this to emboss, but I don't know, this might not work so good. Score lines, don't forget your score lines. I need to find my embossing tool. I like the Cricut one because it's easy to hold. Fits in here nicely. This really is more a bone folder. It's not really supposed to be an embossing tool. But you use what you have on hand, right? Okay. This is the box top. This is what I'm going to do. Might as well start with the score line. You can tape yours down so things don't move. Whatever works for you, you can emboss it in the machine. I do want to use a paper cutter though today because I always just use the scissors and do it the old way. But a lot of you do have paper trimmers or paper cutters. Yeah, maybe I should have done the outline better so you could see it when I trim it out. I don't remember if I... Always better to go back over if you're not sure if you use the score lines or not. You know, any line you're not sure of, go back over it. Better than missing it. The only thing I don't want to score are the matte layers. If you're going to use the matte layers and you want placement, then I guess you can. This thing just doesn't work the same. But I couldn't find it. I was looking all over. And the thing is, I've got like 3 of them. So I should have been able to find it. At least one of them. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to come in and take everything off the top of this thing, scoot it right into the trash. But most of this stuff is stuff I have because I'm getting ready to do a video on it. And I don't like to put things away until I've done the video. Because once it's away, then I don't know, did I do a video or not? Because I don't just use my stuff to make videos. I use it other than that, so. Like, did I open it for video or did I open it because I used it on something else? I think I've probably gone over everything a bunch of times. Now this is the optional flap and you didn't see me go over that, and I won't go over that because I'm not making the roll this time. I'm just doing the single box. Okay. Well, I don't know if you can make out my lines. They're not as pronounced as they usually are. I missed a score line there. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a trimmer. Let's try. Here's my drink. I'm gonna grab a drink. Thank you for, oops. I'm going to use my paper trimmer. Let me show you. See that line? That is where the blade, the middle of the blade, you can't see it because I don't have it pushed down, but that's where it is. There's a line. Most trimmers have some kind of line so that you know where to start. And then, of course, there's a line here. This one has this, it looks like rubber, but it's like a dotted line. Yeah. So that's where it's going to cut. So when I bring my paper in, I'm not going to worry about the measurements and lining it up. I'm going to line up my embossed lines with the cut line. So, ooh, this might be a little rough. If you bring this in, and I can see, I can't see my lines good enough. I cannot. Okay. Because I didn't have the right embossing tool, I believe. And it's just not embossed enough, and I can't even make it out. So I'm going to do this, actually, in a pen. And I get one of these. So this one I'm not using. No, this one I am. This one I'm not. Okay, so I'll just go here. Here. The only reason I gone ahead and used a pen this time is because I want to show you cutting it with the paper trimmer. And you really don't ever want to use a pen because you can't erase it. And especially like with score lines, it's gonna show. Okay, so that's all of it. Normally the embossed lines show well enough, but because I used this goofy thing instead, it didn't. I missed that score line. Here's a good thing about the pen. It's very easy to come back in, line it all up. Yes, the whole thing, because you don't want that to be off. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I want to line up the lines. And so I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried about I'm going to look. Okay, here's how it's going to go. I can see this one has like a little, can you see that white thing? That shows you where it's going to be right there. it shows you. So I'm going to line my line up with that, and as I'm pulling it along, I'm going to make sure it stays on the line. And I'm telling you all this, and watch it not work. Watch me be way off. So see how that shows me starting. This shows that I would be starting way off. You can start way off. Okay. See how clean that went on the line? Most paper trimmers are going to have these tails for you. Now, and I'm not worried about where I start because I gotta cut the paper away anyways. But I want to make sure I'm cutting on that line. See? Another thing that's good about a paper trimmer is I can come in and just cut. Like, if I just want a little slit right here, I can go, okay, from here to here, I want a slit. I can line it up and just make a slit. See? That's what's good about a paper trimmer as opposed to now I can see that white thing wasn't lined up. It's still, now it's too far this way. Okay, that's good. Ooh, it cut it a little too far. Thank goodness. Look, I forgot that score line too. Okay, this one's not really a great one for the trimmer. Because all this stuff gets a little to be a pain. But a lot of these will work real well with a paper trimmer. But see, this would be a lot of back and forth and get it in there and get it in there and turn this paper and turn this paper. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. Here I was going to do the paper trimmer and show you about using a paper trimmer. Even though I can't usually cut a straight line. Oh. I do know what I'm supposed to do it. I just, for some reason, have the hardest time achieving it. But if you're following like a penciled line or an embossed line or whatever, that's easier. It's just, I seem to have a problem getting don't know. Although I have been doing better lately, so we'll see. Maybe I've gotten over that. I normally wouldn't just turn them scissors that way, but just to get this done. So we're not cutting all day. Okay, so now you want to score your score lines. And normally I already have this pre-scored. And normally you're better off using the scoreboard and don't just fold it. But for this little bitty thing, I'm just going to go ahead and fold it. See what happens? Now that line didn't line up. It's going to be a very sloppy box because I'm not scoring it. And this needs scored. That needs scored. And this needs scored. And it's that simple. You can already see one of these is going to have to be glued down. You got these two sides, or one, but one of them has to be, you have to be able to open it. So, pick which side you want glued down. Let me see, where's my little mini bottle? Let's hope this works. Yay. Okay, so glue. You might not need to glue it. You might be able to just put it, tuck it, but I'll glue it. With this tacky glue, you don't have to hold it a real long time. I mean, it's not completely dry, but you don't have to hold it a real long time. It grabs. Just say that. Especially when you only put a little bit. The wetter it is, the longer move time you have on it. Okay. I guess I was wrong. This is going to be your lid. Because you could do it this way and tuck that in. And now this can be your lid. Right, if that's glued, then that can be your lid. But it really kind of makes more sense for this to be your lid. Depends, I guess, on what you're putting in it, right? So, and there is a flap right here. See, there's two flaps. If you're rolling it, it's going to have to be the top. But you do have, like, this can just be glued down and that'll help hold those. This can go this way. And this can be glued down. But then there's nothing holding that. So I guess you wouldn't want to glue those flat. Normally, you're going to need to leave these open because if you do the roll, that's what you need to do. So part of me says do it that way. But then part of me says, you do in a single box. Okay, so I'm going to go with the, you do in a single box. Let's use the long lid. And then when I do the roll-up one, then we'll do the shorter lid. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the roll-up one today. I just don't like to do the templates too close together. I don't want people to feel like I'm just doing template videos. So this being the case now, that would fold in, and then this would, now it's not working. Fold into there. That might just need to be a little bit tighter. Or not. If it was a little bit tighter, it would hold itself in. So this should have been, just bring it all the way up with the glue and see if I can get it a little tighter. Remember, I didn't score it right and everything. And this one kind of is doing the same thing. It's not quite in there. Still not holding it. It should have been just tighter. I want you to see, because see, if I'd have done it tighter, I think it would have held it, but maybe not. There, we'll do. I think even if I had done the other way, though, it still would have been an issue. But if I did that, that definitely won't hold it. It's got to have these. Okay. Oh shoot, how long have we been doing this? Half an hour. That's usually longer than I like to do. But this is going to be easy to do. The mats and layers are just squares. So on theirs, they only put one layer. And they use the color of the card. So I'm going to find one that works good with that yellow. Sheena's coming to visit. So I'm going to find one that works good with that yellow. And I don't think this does because it's a different shade of yellow. I did see a paper. Yeah, see that one? I think that one will go good. See those? I think. You know what would be even better? Actually. Why is that stuck on there? The tab. The tab from the thing hanging up. I need a 6x6 paper pad is what I need. Oh, it is this, vellum. It's not 6x6 paper. Okay. This was going to be an easy video, and it's not. It ended up. I had everything ready. I thought. Okay. Come on, tape. Come on off of there. That could be pretty. I think that other blue was more towards the back. Yeah, see, with it smaller, it looks different. And this one, I kind of like this. So, and these kind of look good too. So, I think I'll just use this, I think, these two. Make sure that's only two. Feels pretty thick for just two of them. Okay. I'm just gonna do the square mat and layer. I'm gonna do it a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna use the score line. Okay, this is the mat layer line. This is the score line. And that's how I'm gonna do those. Okay. And I need 4 of them. So I'm gonna fold. This is thick though, thicker than I thought it would be. And I'm gonna make sure that it's folded completely. I'm going along. One is just overlaying the other one, so I'm going to the one that was just overlaid. Okay, so that gives me my 4, right? That one's not straight. Okay. And then I need 2 of the little squares. So, but I'm gonna do matte score line. Matte layer line, let me see. I can't see the paper through it all. There we go. Matte layer line and score line. Just because I want them a little bit bigger. Is these pictures here, they're usually bigger. I don't know why they give us the smaller mats and layers when they use the bigger ones. Okay, there's that. And then I want a tag. I don't know why, but I do. So I'm just going to get the tag. I only need 1 tag. Now I can't separate them. Oh, they're kind of stuck together from the tape at the top. So I'm going to do a tag. I don't know how I'm going to get that hole, but okay. I don't have a hole punch right now. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna use that. Ooh, that side looks a little off. Wondering how bad I cut that off because I was doing it so quick. Okay, let's get these on. So I'm gonna get my tacky glue in my little fine tip bottle. This other side would look good on there too. Like, see, now if I hadn't cut that a little bit bigger, that would have not fit well at all. I don't know if I need to worry about direction with these or not. Let me see. I don't think so. Not the way these got cut. Delightful daisies. Yes, I got these at the warehouse sale and I got such a good deal. And I think this is the one I got. It said that like I had ordered 2, but the price that they charge, I can't imagine that I paid for 2, but I got doubles of some stuff. So I don't know, but not everything. So there is going to be one of the 500 subscriber swap is going to have some of this delightful daisy stuff. Pretty. I like these little. I'm getting more and more fond of the 6-inch paper pads. Like, I didn't really use them for a long time. And now I started using them, and I've got to, I really, really like them. The smaller prints and stuff on them are pretty nice. That's a pretty little box. For just a box, I like it actually. It's a little bit of a different shape. Tootsie Rolls. You can put Tootsie Rolls in here. Even the big ones will fit in there. You hardly ever see them big Tootsie Rolls anymore, right? I have a sister who, I have a lot of sisters, but I do have one that really loves her Tootsie Rolls. I'll figure out a way. Maybe if we didn't trim so much off of there, it would sit in better. Push it a little bit more. We could always put a little something, you know, a little piece of ribbon to tie it or something. But then you would need to put paper, some paper on there, but shoot, there's plenty left. And that's just staying on its own, okay. All right, everybody. I didn't really end up using the paper trimmer that much, but I did get to give you a few little tips on using it for that. All right. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.